Hi guys, 14 Prime here, back with another custom review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Legacy Shattered Glass universe, because I get to do that as a naming convention. Ricochet. So here he is in his vehicle mode, but of course, before we look at him, let's take a quick look at the paints. So right off the bat, I used white surface primer, as well as Tamiya Pure Whites, which has a sticker. Let me just... Well, that didn't work, but it's pure white. The white I normally use. I don't think I've used another white in a good long while. As well as some lemon yellow, some chrome silver, and semi-gloss black. So here he is in his vehicle mode, and as you can tell, this is a repaint based on the Legacy Knockout figure. Which I decided to do this because, you know, it's a retool of Jazz, and Shattered Glass Ricochet is supposed to share the same body type as Jazz, but I was like, what if I do this one? Because it's already red, and I tried to paint Studio Series Jazz, like the 86 one, and it did not go well at all. So this is already red, I just had to add the white and a few other little details and swap some stuff around. And here, this is the result. This is what happened. And I think for once, I actually like the vehicle mode just a little bit more. It's really just all the white, like the white stripe. I'm so happy with how it turned out for the most part. There's one little thing we'll get into. Then even on the sides here, like I spray painted all of this white in the vehicle mode except for that. I hand painted that little bit and that's it. But I really like how this turned out. The silver rims here, like the black feet here, which we'll get more into. But yeah, this whole thing I had to use masking tape to keep it as straight and like narrow and like attached with this as I could. Of course, this and this are like separate pieces. And then this I had to tape off, which this didn't turn out too well, unfortunately. Like, it's straight mostly on that side, but then this side isn't completely. So that sucks. Of course, the yellow headlights there, and add some black into the vents, just to give it a little bit of a difference. I didn't want to do too much, because if you don't know, this entire front bit is molded in clear plastic. Like, I can't really, like, fix mistakes as easily. So I had to be very careful with how I did this. Yeah, just for comparison, here he is with Legacy Knockout. So you can see the differences in the alt mode. Again, like all this is gone, replaced with white and the white stripe, silver rims. Like I tried to make it look as different as I could from Knockout, and I think it worked. I think it has a very different personality to Knockout. And just for the fun of it, here he is with my very old, very outdated Shattered Glass Jazz custom that I think it's about time to redo at some point in the future. We'll see. I was thinking about it when I was working on this. I like the body and everything, but like freaking like parts are yellowing, and it's just a very old custom. But I do think for now they look all right together. But yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And in robot mode, he definitely still fits the part. Of course, the main big thing is the fact that he has a new head, which is the Studio Series 86 Jazz head I got from a friend of mine who literally having this idea, I think last year, he had a messed up one. He just gave me the head. So I've just had this head sitting in the custom box for a while. And not only that, but I even had some SS86 Jazz bits in the box whenever I did this in case I could swap anything around. And unfortunately, I could not, because I actually really want to swap around the thighs with the white thighs and the shoulders with the black shoulders, since they are like the same. Well, these are the same piece, and these are like the same sort of build and everything. I don't think they're the exact same component, but unfortunately they're on these pins, so where I can't remove them, so they're still silver, because I also couldn't paint these. I couldn't like spray paint them just because of the weird angle this whole joint thing is at, and I felt like these would paint chip. Which, I still think the silver is alright. I think it's still a decent look. He has, like, the white's more of an accent color now, because he mainly just has it, like, on the sides of his legs here, then up here on the chest. Which the chest, I think, looks nice, just being the front of the car, and then the little vents here to bring out some details. Which, the whole leg section, I swapped around the best I could, which means this is mainly where changes are at. With a nice little bit of white there, some little bits of silver on in the side vents, so that'll be a neat little pop. Then these vents here are painted black, and the toes are painted black. Just has little color references to the original. And then, since of course I had a bunch of SS86 Jazz parts, I even have this gun. So he even gets the right weapon, which I think is just nice and dandy. And of course, to compare him, let's go ahead and bring in Knockout. So you can see, like I said, the legs are main differences. Like I took the paint off of... just knocking him over. Knocked out, knockout. Took the paint off of these two bits so I could leave this solid black, and then I painted that bit white, just to add a little bit more white in there. And then, you know, I painted the vents in those, just kind of add a bit more definition to the legs, which I think turned out pretty well. I still really wish Knockout was the original concept colors, where like this was molded in red, because I wouldn't have minded that staying red, and I paint some black on it. And like these would have been molded red, but then with the black bits up here painted, that would have looked a lot nicer. Just, man. And any excuse I get to talk about who we were robbed of the like original like color layout of Knockout, I will take. And then also here he is with Jazz. So you can see like they're still similar enough. You know, they both got the hood chest, they got the vents on the legs. They're all right. Like I said, I want to do a new Shatterglass Jazz. Thinking about just doing the SS86 one, sort of mixing the like IDW Shatterglass with the Fun Pub one with the Toy Hack stickers. I don't know if that'll make it to a video since that doesn't require a ton of paint, but I'll at least post a photo at some point if I do it. We'll see. It's just been an idea I've had floating around for a little bit. But yeah, the power of masking is what made this thing entirely possible. I actually ran on masking tape when I was working on this, and I had to go out and I bought this masking tape that I found at Walmart. It was like $1 or something, and it worked out surprisingly well. Like, this is actually some pretty decent masking tape. I was very amazed. I fully expected it to just not work, and I just have to hold off this custom for like another week till I go get proper masking tape again. But no, it turned out fun. I love it. Honestly, probably one of my favorite things I've done all year. I don't know if I'll make the top 10 list since we're getting close to the end of the year. We're getting there. We're almost there. We got another like 2 months. You know, we're getting there. But yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also come check out my Facebook and Tumblr pages, links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.